Hey everyone, I'm Spius and I would like to show you how to tune Stardeus in your own personal mod, which will allow you to override some game settings and configuration files in a way that you will be able to get the regular updates and it will not affect your own personal preferences. So to begin, let's open the game, go to mods, and then go to core game. And then we will hit the open button here. This open button is going to open this folder with the location of the core mod. Now, we will probably want to open this with Visual Studio Code or any other editor of your choice. So I'm going to open it with Visual Studio Code. This is the contents of the core mod. We are going to be exploring configuration and tunable. So the tunable files here, all these JSONs, are settings that you can override and try it in your game. These will change the balance, adjust the values carefully, not just like by 100 times, but slowly. You can adjust the file directly here. You can set, for example, market change rate to 1.2. And if you will restart your game, if you will load the game right now, the game will be using this value. But when the new update arrives, the file will be overwritten. So that's why, let's undo that change, set it back to 1.1. And we want to have a mod created in a location which the game doesn't ever overwrite or touch. So the game actually has this location. If you go to About Mods, there is Open User Mods directory. We're going to create a new folder. You will name the folder the way you like it. I suggest something like My Stardeus Tuning. When you create your own mod, you have to have a mod info JSON in your mod folder. You can copy it from core. And now I'm going to open this My Stardeus Tuning folder with Visual Studio Code. So now let's click the mod info, and there will be a lot of stuff here that you don't need. You can just delete the whole block, the whole atlases block. Now when you have this mod info described here, create a new folder called config. Go inside that, create a folder called tunable. It has to match the core mods core config tunable, My Stardeus tuning config tunable. So these have to match. If they don't match, the file will be not found, or it will be irrelevant and something will not work. So once you have that, you can create a new file or just copy any file from the original. Let's use one particular example. Someone wasn't happy with the skills leveling up too slowly, so we're going to tune the skill level up rate. Let's copy the skills JSON. Make sure you're copying, not moving, by the way. You can go to config that you copied, config tunable skills, and you can see there's this skill level up speed and navigation speed. We don't care about the navigation speed right now, so we're going to delete that. Only change the values that you need and delete all the other keys, because if I would change them on my end, they wouldn't change for you if we had an old version of the value. And I change these tunables often, so please only override the values that you care about. So skill level up speed. If you want the workers to level up much faster, let's make it, instead of 0.1, let's make it 10.0. So 10 times, wait, sorry, it's 100 times. Let's do 1.0. As I mentioned before, you shouldn't change the values drastically. 10x is already an order of magnitude, but let's keep that 10x. Now, we need to restart the game to get this mod going. So let's exit, and I'm going to start the game again. Now you should go to mods and see if your mod is there. So My Stardeus Tuning is in the list. Now to figure out if the values that you have changed are actually in the game, hit the tilde key. You can do help. There is this tunable command, so you can try tunable get And then you have to see what type are you getting. So get float, because the value that you have overridden is a float. And that's very important. If you override the value that is integer with a float, it will just not work. So tunable get float, skill level something, right? Skill level tab, skill level up speed. The autocomplete filled it up for me with tab, and we can see that skill level up speed is 1. So now when you start the game, it will be 10 times bigger than before. You can also do tunable set float skill level up speed to something like, I don't know, 1.1. But this is what you'll get. Achievements will be blocked. Yeah, so maybe let's set this to 0.9 and see if that works. And we also want to override some other value. Like, for example, there was this machine learning booth. AI ML booth training speed. So we can copy the AI in core mod. I'm now looking at the core mod files. We can go back to my Stardeus tuning, paste the file here, AI JSON, floats. We need the ML booth training speed and energy cost because we want to train the workers quickly. So let's delete all the things that are not relevant for us. And let's make the training speed 2.5, which is 10 times more, and energy cost, let's make it 0.1 to make it very cheap to train. And now let's rerun the game and maybe load some save that has this ML booth and see how fast the levels will go up. Something with 24 hours in it should have it. Alright, there's an ML booth here, but in case you want to find it in a game that you forgot about, you can go to inventory, blueprints, scroll until you find the item that you want, so ML booth, and you have X1 here, so you click find. It'll focus the camera on the device for you. So let's see what happens when we hail someone who doesn't have some skill maxed out. So worker here has construction 2.8. We're gonna haul them in. And you can see the levels are going up insanely fast and the energy use is very, very low. So that's just an example of how you can change the game parameters for yourself without affecting the rest of the game. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you will enjoy tuning Stardeus to your liking and see you in the next video.